and maybe this is my problem. This is what I wanted to say. So I to give some details about my last relationship. uh, she basically broke up with me 3 times, and each time, I would leave her 1 or 2 hours for thinking, for calming down. After that, I would sit near her, I don't know, hold her hand, try to talk about this, and yeah, 3 times she changed her mind, but she did it exactly like she did with the breakups. So for me, it was basically a surprise every time. I would see that she's thinking about something, and when I pressed her a bit, uh, she would explode. Yeah, I want to break up. I don't want this. I don't like this. I don't feel good. So, like an explosion. And even the conclusion to stay together would be again explosive. I remember that I talked to a friend one time, and he told me, man, for me from outside it's clear she's manipulating you. She wants to have you under her control, basically. So I should be the one afraid that she's gonna leave, and I should tread carefully. And I didn't agree with that. I told him immediately, I just can't believe something like that. I can't believe that she would have bad intentions. I think she's just lost, she's confused, she has her own problems. And he said that, okay, then give her a few days and I promise she will come back crying like you never saw her. And that's exactly what happened. But she didn't even have to come back. We were still in the same house. We just slept in different rooms. Yeah. I was feeling a bit awkward myself. So, she wanted to break up with me and to sleep in the same bed. So we slept separately, and basically in the morning she woke me up crying, very, very intense crying. And I remember, I don't know, it was like in a thriller movie when you get the plot twist, and okay, no, this wasn't that moment, but yeah, it was a pretty strange moment. I wanted to believe her, but the words from my friend were in my head, and it made a lot of sense. But yeah, I accepted it, and we kept trying. But after a few months, she she wanted to break up, and this was after uh, most of her family came to us. I had to drive them around. Uh, she lost a flight from America back to Romania. I had to lend her some money for the ticket. I had to drive 10 hours, basically 5 to get her and another 5 to get back home. Yeah, so after all of these things, she still, again, suddenly, one day, she was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore, I want to break up. And finally, I had the power, you could say, to be okay with that. I was like, okay, I can't deal with this. I'm not okay. I was always on the edge that this could happen. So basically, like my friend said, she was the one in control. I was the one treading carefully. But yeah, this last time I was myself. Okay, let's do this. There's no, I don't see any way in which we can continue like this. And now the moment that was like the plot twist in a thriller. So again, after all of this, I couldn't believe that she was evil. I just thought that, I was just thinking that she's just confused. But we broke up officially at 7:30 p.m. And after about 4 days, she was still in my house. She was not rushing anywhere. She was gathering her stuff, but you know, pretty slow pace. Until one day she gave me her phone basically to choose what I want to order to eat. This is something funny. Usually in a relationship you have your last sex after the breakup, but we had our last meal, or we wanted to have our last meal, but something crazy happened. Exactly when she gave me the phone to look at the food, her ex messaged her, and of course I opened the conversation and take a look. There were some things, I don't even want to go into details. The idea was that if we broke up at 7:30 on a Wednesday, their conversation started exactly on that day, but like at 8 and 8 minutes or something like that. And that was the plot twist of my life. Maybe this is not true, but I don't see any other way. They were talking for much more time, and she deleted the conversation after we broke up to be like, oh, I was talking after we broke up. And that's exactly what she said in the end. Oh, we already broke up. I didn't see it like a big problem. But yeah, that's how it ended. And now maybe if any of you saw my generational crash out, like I said, it was about an hour, maybe an hour and a half of me constantly typing messages to her, and I was pretty mad. This is basically the reason I was struggling or I was struggling with the idea that she didn't have the best intentions. And yeah, finally I managed to arrive at that conclusion myself. Yeah, and after the breakup she told me things like she's much more mature than me, or at least for her thinking, for her feelings. But I don't know, guys. You could tell me about this in the comments. If you're talking to one of your exes while you're still in the house with another one of your exes, I don't think you are in a great place. I mean, I still have some of my exes as friends on Instagram or Facebook, but that doesn't mean I reply to their stories or that we talk. You know, we just met at some point and we're not enemies. Uh, but to talk with your ex for a few days. And the latest crazy thing was in those few days. So again, I never thought that she had bad intentions with me. I kept thinking that she's confused. But the plot twist was something like this. So for the last 4 days, while she was talking to her ex, but I didn't know that yet, she kept bringing up the idea that oh, I feel so good about myself that I didn't cheat on you, that you know, I kept trying and I didn't go to someone else, and things like that. And every time I was very confused because I never said something like that. I was jealous at some point, but now, to be honest, I'm like, you do you, but if I find out, it's over. But I can't sit and think about this every day. I just don't do that. I hope that everything is okay, and if you don't give me any red flag, I'm not thinking about it. So that's what I kept saying to her. I was like, where is this coming from? I never even said something like that, that you cheated on me or you were talking to someone else. I never said something about that. My friends told me that she's doing that. Everyone told me, man, she's talking to someone else, otherwise there wouldn't be those explosions. uh, if it was just about you, she would communicate when things happen. But yeah, out of nowhere, for 4 days, she kept saying that. I kept saying that I don't know where this is coming from. And when I finally found that conversation and I made the connection, so she was very happy that she didn't cheat on me while talking to her ex in my house. Okay, we were broken up, but it's like barely legal. So it's legal. We broke up at 7:30. You started talking at 8. Okay, I don't know. It's like spawn camping a girl. You wait for her to turn 18. That's a stupid joke. It's just a joke. Just a comparison that's it, that close. But yeah, now you know some details. That was I love Fight Club. I really love that movie. I would recommend everyone to see that movie 10 times. Uh, yeah, it felt exactly like the plot twist in Fight Club. In my mind, I went back the whole relationship and started seeing things a bit differently. Oh my god, it's 36 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this. Take care of yourself, don't let anyone else take care of you, because she took care of me for a while, but again, after this plot twist, everything flipped. But yeah, you do you, guys. Bye bye.